Hello everyone. I will talk about providing UI shortcuts for different languages in Collabora Online. The requirement first, with Collabora Online users can collaboratively work on a single document. When a user opens a file with Collabora Office suite, they can use shortcuts specific to their language. And once a file is opened with a language, other collaborators have to use the first person's language's shortcuts. This was the indeed requirement. Users should be able to use their own language shortcuts when they are collaboratively editing a file. This is the goal. And the challenges. SFX View shell, on the core side of course, holds the accelerator configuration implementation and executes the commands, which is indeed executing the commands like Control B, Control F, etc. And the accelerator execute class in the first call checks if shortcuts are loaded and cached. And if shortcuts are not cached yet, then a shortcut manager is created and shortcuts are loaded. The problem is, even though every view has its own accelerator execute class, they share a cache for the shortcuts. So there is only one instance for every user's, every view's shortcuts. There was before these implementations. And LibreOffice Suite is designed as a desktop application suite. Therefore, it didn't need to support multiple views, multiple UIs, and nor multiple acceleration configuration instances until Collabora Online arrives. Many of the manager classes for UI shortcuts views were singleton classes. These singleton classes are not necessarily implemented with a singleton pattern, but used as if they are singleton by the app, the core site. The app checks if there's an instance or not, and if there isn't, it creates one and shares it with other functionalities. So when a code piece calls a create foo function, that function may not necessarily create a new instance of a class in core site. The singleton classes is a challenge, and this challenge was already beaten before after Collabora Online needed multiple views for collaborative editing. And for providing shortcuts for different languages, we also needed to break the singleton barrier for accelerator configuration. Shortcuts are loaded according to the UI language, and then they are cached in the class implementation. So for our goal, what we did is we changed the UI language to the target language first, created a new accelerator configuration class, cached the shortcuts for that language, set the accelerator class of the view, and then changed the UI language back to its actual value. And the result, all the changes to the core API are done with checks. When LibreOffice Kit is not active, the changes cause no different behavior for desktop users. And with Collabora Online, users can now collaboratively edit the documents while they use their language's shortcuts. This is the result, and thank you very much.